Switching topics, I did not realize
Transition.
that what I needed in my life in the 3rd episode of a zombie show is a gay love story involving Nick Offerman. But I needed it.
Oh. Ass off. Acted his ass off. That's the best acting he's ever done.
They spent an hour in a zombie show they're still setting up for us. They spent an hour on a love story involving Nick Offerman that barely had any zombie in it.
Well, there was one.
That's why it was the best episode of the season so far. Get those fucking zombies away from me. Disgusting.
Jesus.
They're nasty.
Well, let's talk
What'd
about
they do to you?
let's talk about the zombie
Nothing
phenomenon. I'd like to talk about this because I thought The Walking Dead, once they did 11 seasons, 6 more than anyone needed, because we were in the same story again and again. Oh, they got to go out for supplies. How are they gonna get supplies for the 11th straight season? These zombies are good zombies, but what is the fascination? I've never understood the fascination with zombies. This is a well-done show.
They're bad zombies, just to be clear.
They're
trying to-
very bad zombies.
Bad zombies.
All
Never heard
zombies
of a
are
good
bad.
zombie.
Yeah, they're not good zombies.
Yeah.
They don't
ASAP?
have hearts of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
You're watching. What's your fascination?
That it's the second most popular thing HBO has ever done to start, and I trust HBO to make good television.
Eh,
Wait, do you
they've
like
had
it?
flops.
Yeah, I've liked the 3.
All this.
So that's why you're watching, because you're enjoying it.
I've liked the 3. I mean, there's only been 3
Yeah.
so far.
But you're skeptical because you're like, I'm Dan Le Batard. I'm a writer. I can't like a zombie show.
That is untrue. I like World War Z.
Sounds like you like lots of
Too
zombie
stupid for
shows,
him.
Dan.
I
You sound like a zombie guy does.
I Zombie Land, and that's about it. Like I didn't.
Well,
like,
that's like 6
That's all
zombie
of 'em.
vehicles
You like
already.
zombies.
Yeah,
It's
you like
not,
zombies,
it is
Dan.
not all of
Zombies.
them.
You like
Zombies.
zombies.
It's
It's okay.
Night of the Living
Zombies
Dead.
This is a
cool.
safe place. You can like zombies here.
What's I Am Legend, zombies or vampires?
Vampire zombies.
Oh.
right.
Vampires
Zombies.
kind of are
Shit.
zombies in a way because they can't die, right?
Yeah, I'm
They're
most interested
undead.
in this type of zombie.
Hence Rick Pitino. Yeah.
I think
Vampires can die.
Well, zombies can
Yeah.
die too,
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah,
Right
they
through the head.
both can die.
but
yeah.
they're undead, like reanimated corpses, essentially.
yeah. But this one's
Something
rooted
has
in
infected
scientific
them,
truth.
right? But correct.
Yeah.
Vampires, well, TBD. We don't know yet.
No.
They might exist.
Put it on the
somewhere.
poll, please, Juju, at
Washington,
LeBatard
probably.
Show. Are vampires zombies?
They get infected with something that turns them into something else. I think it's very similar to what happens to a zombie.
I never considered this. You know what? Maybe.
The difference is vampires are sentient, while
and sexy.
so are zombies.
No.
Although
These
What are
zombies
you
are
talking
They're
about?
walking.
disgusting.
Oh my
No,
God.
Out of the
although
wall,
in
but they
Vegas there
poke
is
it
a
out like
zombie
that.
burlesque show, and I'm like, who's this for?
Wait a minute. Did we just discover that Amin's a necrophiliac? What do you mean zombies? What do you mean
Let's
zombies
not kink shame here.
are?
What about the ones that click?
Clickers, man. Hey, what a great show, man. You know what? I was talking to Mike Fuentes and Tony earlier because it's based on a video game, and so far through 3 episodes, it's fairly close to the video game, which I played, but Tony hasn't. And there's a part of me is like, man, I wish I hadn't played the game so I could experience it like you guys are. The wonder of this story, because it's a great story. It's not Walking Dead.
Oh,
where-
but I haven't played the game. I'm still interested in the way they're doing the photography and the film work, where I feel like I'm inside a video game while I'm watching it. Like it,
Well,
I'm
the way
wondering
they're-
how they're
yeah.
how they're doing that, where they're making it so intimate that there are certain camera angles. It's just it's artfully done. It's not. I don't know what I associate with zombie
So
stereotypes.
just to be clear,
it's
you
not
did
that.
not you did not play The Last of Us on
PlayStation.
PlayStation, right? Can you show up on our Twitch stream? Can we do GG with Miss Pac-Man and Dan?
Oh,
Let's do that.
It's a really good show, though, and I think what is interesting is that the same guy that made the video game is one of the, co-showrunners with an HBO guy who did the show Chernobyl, which was also about an apocalyptic event, which happened in real life, obviously. But it's
Also
interesting because they've changed some things, like you said, but people who are fans of the video game, you can't get so hung up on the changes because it's the same guy kind of reimagining things now that he's written subsequent video games with more backstory and things like that. So it's really interesting and it's well done. I think the characters are very interesting characters and they're very well acted out.
And if you watch the back end where they explain the episode, the showrunner who was part of the video game said
if we want to stick with the video game stuff, we will. But if we derail from it, we want to have a good purpose for it. And last night's episode, or a couple nights ago's episode, was part of that kind of idea where, hey, this wasn't part of the video game, but this is such a good piece of content that we're going to go this way and then go back to the story.
But that is so bold.
Yeah.
So bold to make the third episode. You have to understand, they don't know that they're going to open as the second most popular thing in HBO history. To have the third episode locked up in zombie where you just stop and are like, Nick Offerman, we're going to ask you for an hour to do, I don't even know the actor's name from Chippendales and White Lotus. Yeah, Armand from White Lotus, where we're going to spend an hour. We're not going to just deviate from the video game. In our third episode, we're going to spend an hour on a gay love story. That's pretty damn bold.
To be fair, Dan, they didn't know it would be the second.
We could just call it a love story.
Yeah.
No, because the gay
love
part
stories are love stories.
is the part that makes it.
Yeah, love is love. Yeah, exactly.
But the gay part is the part
Love
that
is
makes
love.
it so like, oh wow, that's a bold choice in terms of risking that early in the show. By the way, I'm not gonna give it away, but for a storyline that doesn't go much further beyond that episode.
There's going to be flashbacks.
Sure, but I guess my thing is this, Dan. They knew. They didn't know it would be the second greatest premiere ever, but they knew this was one of the most talked about kind of projects on the Hollywood scene for the last couple of years.
It's still bold. Third episode, you're going far. It's not zombies. You're not doing zombies anymore. It's not a show about zombies.
But the video, I would argue the video game isn't a video game about zombies either, even though zombies are everywhere and you got to kill them and stuff. But the story of the video game is so incredible and so rich and really drives home the idea. I mean, it's not really a spoiler alert. We all know what the deal is. This little girl has the cure, and they've got to get her somewhere. And just the idea of, in the face of this worldwide disaster, what still constitutes humanity, right? Where people are saying, well, if she's bitten, then I got to kill her. And don't want to even ask the question of, wait a second, how is she still here, whatever. So the themes that the show and the video game explore really have little to do with zombies. It's I guess the only way I would compare it to Walking Dead is Walking Dead before they just thought every time we're just going to find salvation, but it won't be as things as it seems or whatever.
I think another good part, too, is when we talk about this love episode, it's love and love lost, right? Because all of a sudden you see Bill and Frank at the end. They go up to the room. You know what's going to happen with them.
Man.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
And then...
You love to spoil shit, Tony.
yeah.
Okay, guys, we're talking about a show.
We've
My
been
bad.
so careful.
Tony, go sit outside.
Oh,
Go
okay.
sit.
So
Oh my God! You call for the ball and you
I
ball
feel-
stopper.
It's his fault.
I feel like
You literally have a ball in your hand.
2 minutes for staying on topic.
I
I
can't make a
mean,
decent point anymore. Okay.
No.
Just don't
To be
spoil
fair,
things.
when have you?
He's
You're the
literally
mind?
taking his ball and leaving.
I feel like if there's zombies in a show, like it's a zombie show. You know what I mean? Like it's like saying Madagascar, not really an animal movie. It's like, yeah, no, it 100% is an animal
Not really,
movie.
though.
No, Madagascar's 100% an
No,
animal
it's
movie.
not.
The Minions is a Minions movie, and if there's zombies in it, it's a zombie movie.
The Minions is a capitalism movie. All right, let's make that clear. The Minions are the labor class.
Deep.
And they are slaves to Gru.
Put it on the poll, Juju, please, or the Minions capitalist movie. And also put on the poll at LeBatard Show, if you have zombies in your movie, is it automatically a zombie movie? I don't think once you have a zombie in your movie, I think that's the genre you're in. You're a zombie movie.
I agree.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
Right.
I think the best shows are genre bending. So if you have a zombie movie that's about love or a love story, that makes it really interesting and compelling. And like we've seen over the last decade of TV, shows that have those things that are bending to different diametrically opposed genres are becoming the best things that we watch.
I think I figured it out because it's not necessarily true to have a zombie making an official zombie movie. What about Monster Squad? They had all the monsters in there. What is it then? It's a monster movie, right?
No.
I
a good point.
think you can have it. I don't think it's genre bending to have it be symbolic of a variety of different things. For example, this zombie movie, it starts first 10 minutes will catch you because you are realizing that they are playing with what we're presently going through in these pandemic times to set up the storyline. So it can be about larger, broader themed things. But if I put
Amongst zombies.
if I put a single zombie in the movie, I could put a zombie in Top Gun. And it is no longer a fighter pilot movie.
It
It is
is.
a zombie movie.
It's a zombie fighter pilot. Like, okay,
Yeah.
there's this movie on Netflix that I didn't realize was gonna be like a zombie movie, and it's this zombie heist movie with Dave Bautista, one of the actors of our
What's
generation.
it called? Zombie Heist?
I don't know what it's. No, it's not, because it was kind of
That's
like
genre bending.
it was a misleading title where I thought I'm just watching a heist movie.
Is that a Zack
right?
Snyder movie?
I don't know who makes it. I just watch what I think is gonna be good. So then I go in, and 2 seconds in, it's like boom, zombie, and I'm
Wait,
like,
is
okay,
this Army of the Dead?
it might
You
be.
didn't realize that was a zombie movie?
No, I thought it was a heist movie. If I see
This
Army
is a
in
zombie
it,
heist film on Netflix. I
Wait,
just
wait,
Googled it.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Say that point. Whatever your name
Billy
is.
is his
Billy
name.
is his
All right, I
name.
mean,
Whoa,
go to your
Jesus,
side.
Jesus.
You know,
Right.
don't
I
say
like
it.
Chris.
Come on,
Not
sorry.
knowing a name is
Forgotten.
$10.
Billy, not
I mean,
knowing a ma-
It's Army of the Dead. I don't
You
know
owe
how you could.
$15.
Thank
You
you.
owe
15,
no.
thank you.
He owes from before as well.
That's the biggest of fines
the
right
picture
there.
didn't show zombies in it. I just saw Dave Bautista, and I go, okay, I'm in.
Can you
Chris
imagine?
D'Elia's in it. Speaking of canceled
Wow.
comics.
Can you imagine, by the way, if Rudy Gobert had cordyceps?